Hi, Andrea here from One Nine Design. Just taking a few minutes to talk to you about cover pages today. This is something I typically do not have time to cover in our standard website training when we first launch sites. So I wanted to just do a little supplementary training here for you that you could watch when it was convenient for you. And so let's dive right in. I'll try to keep this short and again, just an overview for you. I'm logged in here to my own website. As you can see, my list of pages here. And when we're ready to create a cover page, we definitely want to start down here under the not linked section of our site. This is not necessarily a page that needs to appear in our navigation menu, which means it would be up here at the top. And we also don't want anyone to see this page while we're working on it. Now, I already have a cover page down here that I've used before. So I want to show that to you first, and then I'll walk you through creating a new one. So I'm just going to click on here. Now, let me back up just a second. We can tell that this is a cover page because of its icon. So you see the icon here that's a normal page on most of these, but you see work in progress and it has a square with a line through it. That just indicates that it's a cover page. So this is a cover page that I made when I was making some website changes and I needed to do some heavy lifting on my navigation menu, and I didn't want somebody to stumble upon my site while it was sort of in disarray. So I just created a quick cover page, made that my home page so that if somebody needed to see my portfolio, they could get there, but I didn't really want them looking at my home page at that moment. So that's just one use of a cover page. This can also double as what you've heard as a sales landing page. It can be a big announcement. If you've watched the video on promotional pop-ups, it's very, very similar to a pop-up, except that obviously it takes up the entire page. And it does have some additional functionality as well. So this is what a cover page might look like. You always want your cover page to have a link into your actual site, because if someone has just stumbled on the landing page itself, you want to make it very easy to get back to your home page. So this is what just a temporary page might look like. If we're going to start fresh and add a new one, I have another one here called Investment Guide, and I use this one even a little bit differently. This is a site that I send the link directly to clients who are interested in working with me, and then they can go directly here to download my investment guide, or as you can see, they can go into my full website. So I'm using this one a little differently than I used the other one. So just again, another example of functionality here. So let's go back. So if we wanted to create a brand new cover page, we would click on the plus sign under not linked, excuse me, and we would choose cover page. And it's the first thing it's going to do is to prompt us to name it here. So I'm just going to call this training cover and press return. And that's going to put me into the settings. And you can see here again, if you've watched the promotional pop-up video, you have mostly all of the same options. Again, you're just dealing with the entire screen. So the first thing you can do is here to click here to change the layout. And you have all kinds of choices here. You can use the drop down to kind of narrow your focus, especially if you're not interested in showcasing an audio file or a video or using Twitter. You can kind of narrow this down. I like to look at the landing pages first because those are really the most that are going to be relevant to One Nine Design clients. So you can see here, you may want an entire photo with just a little bit of text. You may want the photo to be the star of your page with a little white box in the middle, a photo on the left or right, and your text up here in the corner. So you have lots of different options here. We'll just stick with the default here for training purposes. So I'm going to click back. And then I just start to go down through my boxes here. For branding and text, now it's not going to bring over your logo that is associated with your site, so you will need to complete that. So if you can use it, leave as text, or if you click on logo, it's going to ask you to update your logo. If you don't want anything in there, you could just click on logo and just leave that blank, and then this space up here will be blank. You simply change your headline. So this might be new training video, and down here I can say, check out my new videos over on my media page. Okay, and then I can make this a link, or I can wait and use my button either way. So if I wanted to link to my media page, just highlight that text, choose the link option, and then find my media page on my website and say add link. So now, if that was my media page, they could just click right there. So I'm going to click on Save. I'm going to go down to the next button box, which is our media, and this is where we would choose our background image. Now, again, you can choose none, and it's just going to be a plain background, and then I will show you where you can change that color. You can add a background video by linking to a YouTube video or Vimeo, or you can add an image. If you want to add your own image, simply click here, choose the upload button, choose the image you want to add. So let's say I want to just add this one, probably not the best choice for a cover photo, but do keep in mind that you want something that's going to look good on mobile as well. And that is popping in my photo. So there is my background photo. All right, so that's our media button. Then we have our actions. So this is what you want people to do on your landing page. So as you can see here, you can choose how you want the buttons to work, whether you want those to take them to a certain page on your website, under content, whether you want those to be to download a file or take them to an external site. And we can also add a form or a newsletter sign up. So this is a great way to push your email list. And so we could make this to sign up to receive updates. And then if we click Edit Newsletter Sign Up, we're going to connect our MailChimp account or Google Drive or even Squarespace campaigns and go through the process to add people to our email list. So lots of options under the Action section. You can choose to add your social icons. Now, those do pull directly from your website itself, so you do not need to reconfigure those. And I would definitely suggest having those on. And then the last tab is the style, where you can adjust a lot of the options of the page. So in this case, one thing I definitely want to do is I want this photo to be a little darker so that my white text shows up a little better. And I'm going to do that by unchecking the auto overlay color and clicking on the custom color and just making that darker. So as you can see, by increasing or decreasing the transparency of the overlay, I've darkened that photo and my text is more visible. I can change my fonts of my headline or my colors very easily, obviously adding in hex codes where I want them. I can change the font and color of the body text as well as the button styles, button fonts, and even how the social icons are displayed. So you have lots of different choices. Please keep in mind any style changes that you make are only impacting this particular cover page, and they do not affect your full site. So when you're ready, just click Save, and you have finished your entire new landing page. Now, how do we get people to see it? So typically your landing page is going to be your home page, or it can be a page that you just choose to share separately. So when you click on the wheel here, you want to my template here allows for sidebars. I want to make sure that that is off. So you can customize this slug to be maybe your, a URL that you share directly on your social media or through an email campaign. So you would want your slug to be very descriptive, and you could just share the link to it. Or you can set any landing page or any cover page as your home page. Now, again, remember, in this case, I have not done this, but if you set your landing page as your home page, you want to have a button that says enter my full site so that people can get into your website. So if you wanted this to be your homepage, just click set as homepage, and that is where your website will land. So that's all there is to our landing pages, our cover pages. They're really helpful tools. I definitely suggest playing around with them, especially for maybe small businesses right now who might be having some holiday sales that you want to draw special attention to, nonprofit clients who are running year-end campaigns, lots of different uses. If I can help in any way, please be sure to find me over on Facebook at 19designwv, or of course on my website at 19design.net. Thanks so much, folks. I'll talk to you later.